It is finally time, guys. We're about to start the Great One Tahr grind. It has took me a long time to kind of figure out the way the feed zones work here and get a consistent grind going. At this point, this is the very first video I have made on Great One Tahr grinding, and we're 141 kills into this grind already. It has took a lot longer than I expected to figure out a good pattern to go about hunting these Tahr, and I'm hoping that this video will help you guys out. If I remember to, I will be showing a map right now of all of the different locations that I am hunting for Tahr at the current moment. However, I cannot guarantee that you will have the exact same zones, because if you did not know, zones are not 100% identical from one person's map to another. Think of it this way. Let's say there is 200 different places a feed zone can be. You will probably have less than half of those. So it's going to differ from one person to another, but this is where my zones are right now that I really like hunting. These are some of the zones that I've picked out from the massive amount that I've found, and these are the ones that I'm having the most luck grinding. I forgot to mention this while I was recording this video, so now that I'm editing it, we're going to go ahead and add this in here. This right here that we're popping up right now is a map from ProXCK, so huge shout out to him. First of all, if you haven't already subbed to ProXCK, be sure to do so. He allows us other creators to use his maps, so here it is right here. This is the range that has been discovered so far for Tahr, and as always, this could change a little bit from one person to another because this is very early on, and I'm sure as we get more data, this map could change, but right now, this is what we know as the Tahr range. So this is where you're gonna have to search for your Tahr. Now, back to the video. But something I can tell you immediately that I have noticed with this grind is the most reliable zones seem to be the male-only zones. So if you find a zone that is 4 males or 5 males, those seem to most consistently get those respawns extra quick. And I've noticed that a lot of the zones that are comprised of 5 female and 2 male Tahr for a total of 7 seem to be pretty inconsistent in my experience. Now, obviously, this could just be my experience, but it definitely seems pretty consistent from one zone to another. Almost every single zone that I've seen that has a total of 7 Tahr with 2 males and 5 females rarely gets its respawns consistently, and any of the zones that have all males seem to get them super consistently. Another very interesting thing with this grind that I've noticed in terms of which zones seem to consistently get respawns is there is some zones that have 5 males, or not 5 males, but 5 Tahr in total, 3 females, 2 males. Those seem to get consistent respawns. Same with the ones that have 4 females and 2 males. But, you know, take that with a grain of salt, because those ones have not been compositions of males and females that I've found as often as the 5 female and 2 males or 5 males. So it's one of those things where I could be wrong on this, but in my experience, those have been decently consistent. It seems to be primarily, and that was a no organs hit right there, rip. It seems to be primarily the zones that have 5 females and 2 males that don't get their respawns very consistently. So like I said, prioritize the zones that have just males, and then I also like, as I said, the ones that have like 4 females, 2 males, 3 females, 2 males. Those seem to be decent as well. And obviously something I should be mentioning if you are someone watching this video maybe a week or 2 down the road, or even a couple months down the road, this guide right here is being made the second day of full release for this reserve. So there's probably a lot of things that we do not know yet that might help this type of a grind, but this is the information we know as of now. So now that I've checked all of these zones during this time reset, I'm going to go ahead and go to the main menu. That way the herds from these Tahr are no longer spooked, and they'll get to their zones a little bit quicker. There's a lot of different time frames for the Great One Tahr grind. There's a lot of different feed times that they use. I'm using the 4 to 7 one, but you do not have to use the 4 to 7 one. You can use a different time frame. As you can see, this one says 7 to 11, so use whatever time frame seems to work for you. I personally found a lot of zones that I really liked in the 4 to 7 range, so that's why I chose the 4 to 7 time set for feed zones. But Tahr have a lot of different feed times, so just pick the one that you like the most and then just find all the zones during that time. Something else a lot of you will probably find interesting about this grind is I have opted not to do herd management because I just feel like it's not going to be fun with this particular grind, as it's going to be difficult to find all of your zones and effectively manage all of them down. So I've opted to just go with a old-fashioned shoot everything grind for this one right here, as it's just going to be a lot more fun than if you were trying to manage everything down. And that right there was our 150th kill. So we're already a decent bit into this grind. I'm hoping that the Tahr are going to be like fallow deer or moose, where a lot of grinds end under 1,000 kills, but only time will tell. Another tip that is vital to any grind is to make sure that you leave at least 2 animals in your zones whenever you're hunting them, because if you shoot a zone down to only 1 animal, you will no longer get respawns in that zone. So make sure that whenever you're hunting these zones, especially the all-male ones, leave at least 2 males in there, because it's very easy to shoot it down to only 1 male and completely ruin the zone. So I recommend that you always make sure there's at least 2 males left in the zone after you're done shooting there. There we go. We've got a 3 right there. Let's get that guy down. And I don't know if there was anything else. I think that was the only one that I saw here. And also that kind of brings me to another thing, because I think it just happened right here. I've noticed there's a bit of a bug with need zones with this update, where sometimes you'll go to a zone, right? And it's got like 5 or 7 Tahr, and you don't shoot any of the females, right? Like you only shoot like a couple of males out of it. You leave that zone, there's still 5 left, but the next time you come back there, you have a zone that just has 1. I've noticed this happen quite a few times, where it seemingly just disappears. Like that zone just seemingly disappears and gets replaced by a solo. And in my experience, every time this has happened, the next time I popped in, the zone came back with the normal amount that it had before. So this is the 3rd time right here that this has happened. As you can see, this zone is gone now. This is the 3rd time this has happened, where I had a zone that had like between 5 and 7 Tahr here. And I didn't delete it with hunting pressure. I didn't shoot it down to only 1 animal. And it just somehow disappeared and got replaced with a zone with 1. But we're going to see if this happens this time. It's happened the 2 other times. Whenever this happens, whenever I killed this solo right here, usually the normal zone that I was hunting ends up coming back. So I hope that's going to be the case here as well, so I can show it off in this video. But that's happened 2 times in a row for me, so I imagine it will happen again. But in the meantime, let's take some shots at the Tahr over here. I see at least 1 male right there. I think that is the only male. So let's go claim him, and then we will reset to the main menu and pop back in and see if that zone that seemingly disappeared ends up coming back. And obviously, this is another one of those things where if you're watching this video like a few months from release, it's a possibility that this has been fixed. But right now, it does seem like a weird bug where the zone just disappears temporarily and gets replaced by a solo Tahr. Let's go ahead and reset now, like I said, and then we'll pop back in and see if I'm right. Well, I appear to have been right. I just rediscovered the zone, and it is exactly how I said. My normal herd is back here. It's a really weird bug. Like, the fact that this zone disappears temporarily and gets replaced by a zone that just has a solo male is just beyond me. I don't know how this is even a thing. Like, it just doesn't make sense how this happens. I'm so confused as to why it happens or, like, what causes it. But it's a thing, apparently. So don't get worried if your zone suddenly becomes just a solo Tahr. It just seems to be a weird bug that's happening right now. And after you kill that solo, the next time you come back here, it should be back to its normal herd that was there before. So at this point, we are 154 kills into this grind right here. And as you guys have probably seen in previous videos, we have found 1 troll and 1 rare. I have yet to get a diamond after 154 kills, so I'm really hoping that first diamond will show up soon. But only time will tell, and I'm sure we'll see quite a few diamonds across this grind, as we plan to go until we end up getting this great 1 Tahr. And especially since we've kind of figured out how to grind these guys a little bit more efficiently, I really hope to see this grind through to the end until we end up getting that great one. And if you guys want to see a much more clear look at how we're doing this grind, be sure to check out the live stream later today, because I know it's difficult to tell exactly how we're doing it from a video due to editing to make sure the video is short enough to where people actually want to watch it. But the stream will show you guys a lot more on how we're doing this grind. Looks like we only have one male here this time, so let's wait for him to give us a shot. Actually, I can probably just drop him right there with a neck shot. Yeah, it's going to be the end of that guy right there. Also, I just want to take a moment to point out how beautiful this 308 looks with the blue metal camo from the Sunder Patton skin pack, as well as the wood camo that comes with it. I forgot the name of it, but it's such a beautiful combination. I absolutely love how this looks right here. It's just so gorgeous. Now at this point, I think we're just going to grind until we get a couple of trophies to show off for this video, because a lot of this grinding is very repetitive, boring, and tedious for most of you to watch. So we're just going to go ahead and continue grinding and skip ahead to whenever we end up getting something good. Oh, a 5. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Finally, we got a 5. Holy crap, man. I have not had a 5 since that initial spawn 5 that we got on the very first day of early access. Oh my gosh, 186 kills in. We finally get another 5 to spawn. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. I swear to God, if this is a troll, please be a diamond, man. Now, that lower estimate was below diamond. The estimate was like 100 to 111. 101.87, I believe, is diamond, so this has a chance of trolling, but please be a diamond. It's a diamond! Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, it feels so good to finally have this trophy added to the list. That is 186 kills to get my first diamond Tahr. Oh my gosh, man. I cannot believe that. Well, that's just the no HM life, man. Diamonds are few and far between. Hopefully the great one won't be tens of thousands of kills away, though. Hopefully we'll get it within a couple of thousand kills. That is what I'm hoping for. But man, that is beautiful. That is an awesome looking trophy right there. First ever diamond Tahr. All we need now is a couple of rare females to go along with it to put in a multi-mount, and boom, we got ourselves a gorgeous mount. But I just can't believe that, man. We finally achieved a diamond Tahr after 186 kills. That's unbelievable. That's crazy. That is far above the average of what you can expect to get a diamond at. Usually you average a diamond every 100 kills on any non-HM grind. This is like almost double that. So I would definitely say we got quite unlucky here, but we eventually got it completed, and that's really all that matters. Now we can just hope that the great one is next. And you know what? On that incredible note right there, I think it's about time we show off a couple trophies that we got along this grind before I ended up starting this video, because there was a couple other trophies we stumbled across while trying to set up all of these zones for this grind right here. And one of them was quite incredible. So let's go ahead and get to that. But, is that a mellow blue sheep? Can't tell.
Oh my God. I'd been sick.
I don't think it's a mellow blue sheep, but kind of looked like it. It's a really dark blue sheep, that's for sure. Oh, wow.
I'd shoot it.
It's Mela! Oh my gosh, it's Mela! Let's go, dude. Female Mela blue sheep. What? It was just walking through my Tahr zone. That's incredible.
That's crazy.
I wish it was a male, but that's still super cool. Wow. That's freaking crazy. I looked at it and I was like, wow, that is a really dark blue sheep.
That's crazy.
Oh, that thing's so pretty.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like a better looking ibex.
I was thinking about that. I forget which one it is. It's not the Grados one. It's not the Basidia. It's not the southeastern one. It's the other one.
The Ronda?
Yeah, it might be the Ronda one.
Yeah. So, yeah, it turns out I forgot to clip the other trophy that I was going to put in this video. You guys saw the melanistic blue sheep, but I did intend to also put in a Tahr that was just like 1 point off of diamond, because we ended up getting one that was a level 4 that was, I think, less than half a point away from making diamond. It was quite insane. And I guess I forgot to clip it, so I didn't have the footage for that, but we did get a chance to show off that beautiful blue sheep. Now, until we actually have a full mount to put this guy in, we're going to put him right here next to this roe deer, because I really only need one piebald roe deer on the wall, so I think that is going to look quite nice for now. I can't believe we finally got ourselves a diamond Tahr. It's been a long time coming. You guys haven't seen much of it aside from a few kills here and there on the live streams, but I mean, it took 186 kills just get a diamond Tahr, so it feels good to finally have one on the wall. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, check out the live stream. If you guys are watching this right now, I will likely be live if you're watching this video shortly after it releases. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Click that like button if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment to let me know what you think of this grind right here and the whole setup that I've got going as of now. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!